Oops. Good evening and welcome to Wednesday Night Live. Here I am. Not sorry, it's Thursday. Wednesday Night Live on Thursday, and it will only be Thursday for this week. We will go back to Wednesday as of next week. I am going to sort of rethink which night I'm going to do, but at this stage we will stay as Wednesday night. So, welcome everyone. I hope you've had a beautiful week and staying cool in this warmer weather and taking care of yourself. Let me know in the comments how you are going and how you are um, feeling and noticing this energy shifts at the moment that we are going through, because as some of you have heard me in previous years talk about the overlay of energy, where the new energy of the new year's comes in, I feel around mid-December. I feel that shift is coming through, and the older energy will linger until the around, I don't know, I feel like we've got about another week or so of it at this stage. It's usually around the middle of January, which we're pretty much there. Talking about the middle of January, sending out a big birthday wishes to my dad. Happy birthday, Dad. So take note of what it is you're feeling. Take note of how the changes, the shifts are, what's coming up in your body, whether it's emotionally, mentally, or physically that you're feeling this stuff as well. So, just a reminder, I do ask people to help me spread the love and invite friends and family to join in. Share it on your page or share this video out on your pages. If you are catching the replay, please hashtag replay. So, when I do browse back over comments that I can see that you have caught the replay as well. And what else is there? When I do get to questions very shortly, please do ask direct questions. Otherwise, I'm going to pull you a card out of my Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck. And if you want to get yourself a deck of these, please do visit our website, innersoulguidance.com.au, or when on my website, leannewinston.com, you will find the Inner Soul link in there as well. Now, just letting you know, if you are trying to make a booking with me, my website actually crashed late yesterday, and the tech team with my website builders are working on the issues at the moment, and they've told me it should be up sometime in the next couple of hours. So please be patient. If it's down and you're getting an error, come back in an hour or two and check. Otherwise, wait until morning. All right, you got to love technical stuff. It was actually out of my control, and my what would be the word I want to use? My technical knowledge is probably a good word. Hey, mum, how you going? So it was, yeah, well, beyond my skill set with that side of it. So I did have to reach out to GoDaddy. Hey, Roz, it's great to be back home and watching live streams again, I bet. But your holiday sounds amazing. So Roz is just saying hi there as well. Deb's saying good evening, Leanne. Hey, honey, how you going? Nikki is also here saying happy 2023 to you and your family. Thank you, honey, and same to yours. Rosa's saying good evening, everyone here in the sidelines monitoring. So those trolls and scams beware. That's a good point. Thank you, Ros. And I do ask people, or I do remind people, if you do get somebody send you a message, whether it's during this live or after this live, asking you to inbox them or DM them or send them a picture or whatever, offering free readings, please don't reach out to them. They are scammers. If they are readers, they don't hold a very high standard of morals to reach out to other people's followers. But certainly there are a lot of scammers out there, and the common practice is to offer a free reading, and they'll send you a link, and it's you just need to put your credit cards into here and purchase this book or this tape for $1.97. Is usually a common amount. And then they've got your details, and they constantly keep taking little bits out of people's accounts. So please, please don't get fooled for it. Like, don't get fall for it, I should say. If you're not sure about these people reaching out, the best thing is not to reply, sort of thing, unless you know they're legit. And the best way to find somebody that is legit is by word of mouth, or check out their reviews, follow their pages, and see what happens. Now, and also, as a reminder, sorry, my mind's going a million miles an hour at the moment. As a reminder, be careful of fake pages with names. So, quite often, what we have found is people will use my name and they'll put a slightly different spelling. They might double up in a letter, or they'll put a apostrophe or a hashtag or something in there to, or put two words together to make it look like as. The best thing is go back through those pages when you get those friends requests and look at how long those pages have been set up to. I can tell you now, my page has been around for many years, and I reckon, oh, maybe 2014, 2015, it was set up as my business page. So keep that in mind as well. Nikki is just saying hi to Roz. Michaela's here. Hey, honey. Hi, lovely. Has Spirit got a message or a reading from for me regarding mum and dad, please? We will come back to that as well. Mum says, I need to have a good shift. You need a relaxing shift, Mum. And Michaela says, so good to see you. Thank you. You too. And thank you for joining in. I shouldn't laugh at Mum's comment because there is a lot going on lately as well. But hey, if you don't laugh, we cry. So you've got to go with the flow, don't we? Thank you, Roz. Appreciate that. That does have .com.au on the end of it as well. Fiona is here saying, Leanne, and oh, I love the little moon and stuff. Thank you, honey. And there is my website, leannewinston.com. Now, just remember, at the moment, it is down. If it's not back up by the time I finish this live, I will be back on the phone to see what is going on. Thanks, Roz. Appreciate that. Deb is here. Hey, Lillian. Lovely to see you back. Wishing you a healthy, happy, and safe going forward. Safe helps if I read all my words. Yeah, going forward, onwards and upwards from here on. Yes, thank you. Same to you, honey. I know you've had a bit of a testing year last year as well. And so thank you for that. Steve, hey, how you going, honey? I love the hearts and the smiley face. Nikki says, do you see me staying at the job I'm in now or not? Please, I got stay, honey, with that. Deb, we will pull a card in a moment. Michaela's saying hey to Roz. I'm sure Roz is saying hello back too, honey. Just going past those that are asking questions that I've already said hello to. Hey, Vicky. How you going, honey? Hey, Kat. I hope you're feeling better too, hum. Fiona says, long time since I've been busy working with family, and my health issues, surgeries are finally coming up. Beautiful, honey. Get you back on your feet as soon as possible is the reference I get. Brooke says, hello, so nice to see you. You too, honey. I would love some guidance. I'll come back to that, honey, very shortly. Thank you, Kat. Much appreciated. Fiona, hi, Ros girly. I love that. Alison is here as well. Hey, Leanne, can you see me finding a love relationship this year? Yes, honey, but I get you need to open your heart up to allow that energy in. Michaela's got the hearts. Beautiful. Ward is here. Hey, hun. Saying hello. Megan is here. It's nice to see some new names. If you are new, please let me know in the comments. Maybe hashtag new or first time. What's that one got after the end? Oh, it's a time. Heidi. Sorry, I thought there was another word after hello there. Heidi says anything around, we'll come back to that. Just popped in here and says hi from YouTube. Roz is trying all the streams out. Roz, how did you go, honey, being away and not for the time frame you were and not being able to do all this? You're catching up on it, I'm sure, hun. Krista, I'm here, first time here. Welcome. Put her comment up, had to take it down so I could see the rest of it. Welcome, honey. And don't forget, whatever page you're watching from, whether it's Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, or you're not over on YouTube, so it's not showing me that, or My Time TV, hit the follow button or the like button as well. So that way you see what else comes up. Francie, hi Leanne. Thanks once again for your time and amazing energy. You're welcome. Wishing you and your family a wonderful 2023. I am finding that ever your messages from other people seem to have something in them that relates to me. Big thanks. You are welcome, honey. And that is a good point, because even though I could be talking to somebody else or answering somebody else's question, you may find, and it's quite common to find that in that message you resonate with something, something sits so right with you. I always say to people, please take that as part of your message, even though I might not be talking directly to you. Some people say they listen in and they actually feel that I'm talking directly to them. If it, like I said, if it resonates with you, please take it on board, sit with it, and go with that energy. Because we do. I find when I'm reading for others, there'll be messages that I will give my client that I go, yeah, okay, thank you, I know, sort of thing. But it'll be that kick up the bum that I need. Water is from Belgium. Wow, excellent. Thank you for joining in. Trudy's here. She's a newbie as well. We will get to guidance. Ross says it was hard being from technology. The internet was too erratic on the mobile devices. Yeah, I bet, hun. It's like you'd have a withdrawal symptoms, I think it is. So, would probably be the best way to explain it. So, yeah, interesting, isn't it? We get so used to having this technology available to us, and when it's not working or we're not available for it, it's a whole different world. And Janie says, "Hi, new here, and good morning from the UK. Beautiful. Good morning, honey. I hope you guys are staying nice and warmer over there. I know you guys are probably in winter, aren't you? I'm on your page. Oh, Fiona's on my page. Beautiful. Hit the follow button or the like button, honey. I did have withdrawals. I thought you might have, Roz. Terry, hey, lovely. Is my daughter pregnant? I feel a yes, but I don't feel very far gone though with that. Okay. And I'm actually seeing the color pink, even though you didn't ask that question. All right. Steve says, a little concerned about my little canny friend. He has a sore left paw and hopefully it will heal itself. Any guidance from spirit would be appreciated, Leanne. Okay, and thank you. Um, yeah, I actually feel like I've got a fine splinter or something there, hun. So, like something sharp is the reference I get with that. But I also feel like I need to be aware of infection with that side of it. So, whether it's just starting to get inflamed, I feel there's something there that needs to be removed, is the reference I get there. So, sending lots of healing to your beautiful little baby. Ros withdrawal levels from the daily life. Yeah, that would be hard, Ros, because that is something that you kept going every day for like a year pretty much, sort of thing, or longer. Jenny says, yeah, rain, 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 and more rain. All right. We're getting sunshine finally here in South Australia, so which is good. So we definitely don't need the rain in this area with the floods and everything. Okay, Kat says, I'm curious. A friend mentioned they bought a Ouija board, and it was like my hackles went up, back of my neck and back of her arms, and I found myself saying, not getting good vibes. What are the thoughts? Have I watched too many doggy movies? Thank you. Honey, I think Ouija boards are one of those things that is a individual thing. Some people love them, some people don't like them. I want to say trust your intuition. You're feeling that way for a reason. So obviously it doesn't on that soul level, it doesn't resonate with you. Now, I've played with a Ouija board once or twice, maybe twice, I think it is. But in saying that, I totally trusted my friend that her and I did it with. She was very spiritual herself, and like I said, I totally trusted her. I would not play with something like that unless you know what you're doing, because you don't know what you could be opening up in to or letting through in that side of it. But it when we did it, it felt right. Like I said, I was comfortable with the person that I was doing it with, and I could trust her. And it was very interesting to what came through. So, if it's not your thing, stay away from it. Some people love them, some don't. I was asked to go out a few years ago to a person's home because I was doing like psychic reading parties where I'd go into people's homes. They'd get a group of people together and I would sit and read for that group, and everybody got a reading. When they were looking at making a booking, they did make it clear that they wanted to involve a Ouija board in the process. I literally declined that offer for me to come and do that because I did not feel the energy was right. It's not my thing to do with people I don't know. And it certainly um, felt more of a darker energy around these people. So, like I said, I just shut it down and didn't go there. So I want to say trust your instincts with that, Kat. All right. You're welcome, Kat. Shannon says, "Hey, Leanne, I would love a reading." Yep, we'll get to that very, very shortly. Steve says, "Invoke protection correctly. If everybody uses a Ouija board, it's an open door." It is. It's like it's like cards. They're a tool. It's another device that we can use and read with. And they can be very interesting too, but you certainly wanna up your protection, and you certainly wanna know what you're doing, and like I said, I would certainly wanna trust the people I'm doing it with as well with that. Deb says, "Can you see a house within the next few months for myself and my family, please?" I get a yes with that, honey, but I also I hate saying these words. Be patient is the reference I get, so try not to sit in that like desperate energy. I know you want the house as soon as possible and you need that, but be careful not to move into that. I need to push that and push the flow faster than it is coming along, because then we bring that unsettled energy into our lives. So just watch that energy as well. I would, Rosa says, definitely use it again with a trained guide. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, if you've got somebody that knows what they're doing and you totally trust it and it feels right, go for it. If not, stay away from it. Like I said, it's an individual thing. My dad makes them on request and sells them. And, some of the people that have bought them are the most loveliest people. What they do with it is up to them after they've purchased it. Belinda says, "Hi, I hope you are well." I'm not doing too bad, thanks, honey. I do feel like I'm fighting off something at the moment, but we will get there. All tools are used when used correctly, are useful. Yeah, very true, Roz. Whoops, we're skipping things here. Nikki saying, "I did a Ouija board night once and it was scary to the crap out of me." They can be. When I did my must have been my mediumship class with and got my certification with Lisa Williams many years ago. We actually did, like, she did going into trance side of stuff. She put herself into a trance, put this elderly gentleman through, and plasma and stuff was happening. And then we did table tipping, and that was actually really interesting to see something that has star legs to actually start moving around and spinning and move around the room was really incredible. And when you get the vibration, the energy that lifts it all really well and going, it's incredible what can happen. And that really, I don't want to say it freaked me out, but it was just such a high to be involved in that and experience it. Plus, also got a bit of exercise in chasing the table because you had to keep your fingers on the table as it moved. Belinda would love a message. We will get there. Roz says, sorry about laughing about your experience, but I know exactly what you feel, Nikki. Yeah. And that's the thing, things can be very scary. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's really interesting as well. I've seen portals like when the old Royal Adelaide Hospital was abandoned when they moved into the new one, and we did ghost tours through there. I actually found an area down in the basement, which used to be a nurse's change room where their lockers and everything was, to actually see a portal open up and have a spirit coming in and out, and that was huge as well. And to be looking down this tunnel inside of a dark room to see like a sandstone tunnel was really, out there, but really good. Okay. Deb says, thank you. We have until March to find somewhere. Yeah, wonderful. So don't get into that feeling of rush, like urgency type of thing. Stay calm, stay focused, feel the right house being put in front of you. But yes, you will find it. Okay. Tracy says, I would love to know which suburb we will move to. I actually go south from where you are, and I don't feel, I want to say a couple of suburbs over is the reference I get with that. Okay. Fiona says, hey, Leanne, I have a 22-year-old boy. He is up and down. I have had to talk to my adult kids about the step. Sorry. Hey, Leanne, I have a 22-year-old boy. He is up down at, I've had to talk to my adult kids about the step. Okay. Did I miss something there, hun? Not 100% sure on that one. You might want to just give me a little bit more clarity there. Brooke says, hello, would love a reading, please. Will I have any changes around work this year? Yes. I actually feel you're going to step sideways before you step up, honey, around that side of it. Okay. Be open to the offers that come your way, because one step sideways is, like I said, it's going to add to other things. Okay. Well, Kat says it would have read, yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. Sometimes some of us are more scientific. We need to see that sort of scientific side to actually, otherwise we do go into that flight or fight mode. Believe me, I've seen some stuff that freaks me out too over the years, but I also now know that spirit will only give us what we can handle too. Jenny says that I sometimes get premonitions. I think it's supposed to be, is this a spiritual thing? Yes, it's a psychic ability, honey. Maybe it's time to explore that and learn more about it, but I get a strong yes with that, hun. Lena says, hi, Leanne, how are you doing? Do you see me retiring soon? Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I have been sneezing so much today, but I don't suffer from hay fever. I'm sorry, honey. I need to say no to that. That was a very strong no when you asked that question. Hang in there is the reference I get. Tracy says, oh, thank you. I will have to convince the hubby I have a love for One Tree Hill. Beautiful. Okay. Ward, is there any spirits around? Yes, around I get a grandmother figure around you, honey. Sorry, I will come back and do the readings, and I will get to them very shortly because the time is moving through. And we do have one of our beautiful inner circle members down in the green room. So, Dee, I haven't forgotten you. I will get down to you in a second, hun. Deb says, thank you very much. I'll keep manifesting the home that I would like. Stay positive, keep focused. It will happen. It certainly will, honey. See that layout, this house that we're in now, I had that layout in my head before we even seen the house. And when we walked in the front door, it just felt like home straight away. So keep that focus. I love it. Heidi says, I think spirit is giving me too much at the moment to deal with. Spirit is very heightened at the moment, They will only, excuse me, like I said, give you what you can handle. So make sure you're acknowledging it when it comes up. Don't try to shut it down, because that's where people quite often find that they end up with anxiety and depression and stuff like that. Fiona says, to do with the vet, dry about my broken right, dry about my broken right. Okay, cool. Linda, you are welcome. Deb says, love to see you. Hope your Christmas and New Year was special for you. Thank you, honey. It was quiet but nice. Do you see anything happening for me in the future? Sending love. I actually want to put books in front of you, but I feel like I've got study with that side of it, hun. So the need to look at education or taking on some more education. Okay. I hope you had a lovely Christmas and New Year's as well. All right. So there is a lot of messages coming through. Hi, Hania. Sorry, honey. I know I just said that totally wrong. I am hopeless with names. Hi, great night. I will like a reading, please. We'll see how we go. Jenny says, I hope spirit is around me. Yes, they're always around. Sorry, I'm just quickly jumping over some of these that I've already said hi to. Krista, Leanne, I'm struggling at work so much because of one person. Will it change, or will I change jobs? It will change, honey. So see, the way to deal with that is when you're dealing with that person or around that person, see in your mind a mirror between you and that person. Have the reflective side facing them. So when they push that crap on, you don't take on their energy. You actually reflect it back at them and give them a dose of their own medicine. All right. Keep practicing it. It will work. Thank you, honey. Happy New Year to you as well. All right. Let's bring Dee up. Just give me a sec, Dee, while I get this. There we go.
Hello.
Oh, hey. How you going?
Good. I've got you. And
Me?
me.
Yeah. Oh, you've got both of us.
Yeah, I got both of you. I mean, both of us.
Both of me. I always said I had a twin. Let me just turn that
Oh,
off, and there we go. And let me hide that one. Yes. These buttons keep changing. I'm sure they are. It couldn't be
technology,
the
I hate it.
operator. Yeah. I was just going to say, it couldn't be the operator.
Oh, I know. It always is.
Oh, yeah, that's it. So
I
you think,
never blame the operator because it's just, yeah.
yeah, that's it. So
Yeah.
how you been? Happy New Year. I don't think I've spoken to
Same
you
to
since
you.
the New Year.
Um, it's been weird.
Yep.
I've got a lot of decisions to make
Yep.
because I either get my butt into gear and look at how my life is going,
Mm-hmm.
or there is a show called My 600-Pound Life,
Okay.
and most of the people on it are bedbound
Yep.
and immobile. And I feel like if I don't get my butt into gear, I'm going to end up like one of those people
Yep.
because I have slowed down, my weight's piling on. I'm comfort eating something shocking.
Yep.
Yeah,
What do you
so
think is triggering the comfort eating at the moment?
I have always comfort eaten.
Okay.
Always. It's been an emotional thing. I've got a connection with food that is bad.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's either comfort eating or boredom eating.
I was just going to say, are you bored?
Yes.
So how can we fix that?
I've started crocheting because what I found is I like to do my own activities, but I
Yep.
want to do certain activities, but by the time you get them out, do them, then you've got to pack them up. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so
Gets
now
hard
I've started
sometimes, doesn't it?
crocheting.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, and I found like on YouTube I can crochet different patterns and I really loved it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of doing that because it's easy, it's basic, shove it back in the container and it's packed away.
Yeah, perfect. It doesn't take up much room
So when I've
either.
got downtime, instead of eating, put that in my hand.
Yeah, that's
No.
it. And I had to
Whereas
smile.
sewing, you've got to get out the pattern, get out the scissors, get out the sewing machine.
It takes up the whole table, and yeah, I get you. And it's funny because when you were talking about comfort eating and stuff, I was drawn to being bored type of thing, but it was also the Loom ad on TV that popped in my head because apparently that is the biggest thing to do with eating is we sit and watch telly, we're bored, we've got to be doing
Yep.
something with our hands type of thing. So I'm no expert on that. I probably do that at times myself when I can be bothered getting up to get the food, sort of thing. But
Yeah.
on the sense of crocheting, and this is something we learnt last year with all the hospital stuff, is quite often the hospitals are looking for beanies, like for the chemo ward.
Yes.
Look at even like baby hospitals for newborns, preemies, and
Mm,
stuff like that. They're always looking for it. I don't know about up there in Queensland, but here in Adelaide, there are groups, and I'm sure it's around South Australia. I would say it's probably all around Australia. There are groups that will give you the wool for you to do the work and then bring the stuff back to them. So you're not actually having to lay out
yes.
money and go and do
There's
it.
one in
And
Cairns, but down
yeah,
in Gladstone, there's a QCWA, the Queensland Country Women's Association.
yep.
God, I had to remember what that stood there. But as I said to them, they meet every Tuesday for a cup of
Yep,
tea, and you can bring your own crafts and everything. I've got to wait and
perfect.
see what Aaron's schedule's going to be to see if I can fit that in, because I
Yeah,
can't shut his class out before I can go.
yeah,
So I've got to prioritise other things. And I'm like, I can't do a beanie, but I can do a blanket.
yeah.
But I'm learning. Mum taught me how to treble crochet and stuff like that, the
Yeah,
basics. Oh, my
yeah.
nose.
I was
Um,
doing that before, and I thought it was your mum's energy around you when you started
yeah.
talking.
It's like I just mentioned
Yep.
mum and my nose has gone. So, yeah, she taught me how to crochet the basics.
Yeah,
I didn't get to ask her how to do tea towels, but I've been YouTubing it
yeah,
and
it's
teaching
not hard.
myself.
Yeah,
No,
and the great
so,
thing is with YouTube, because that's how I learned, we taught ourselves last time to do stuff. My daughter was trying to teach me, and because I'm left-handed,
yep.
it was backwards for me type of thing. But the great thing is, like, they show you a row, and you stop and you pause, you do it, and you start again
Oh,
on the
don't you?
video. Yeah,
I
so
sat there
easy.
like, oh, stop, rewind, stop,
Yeah,
rewind, stop, rewind. And I did a whole pattern I put in granny squares and this pattern came up, so I did it.
yeah.
And it was stop, rewind, stop, rewind. But Aaron got sent this beautiful little Christmas tree, and it was crocheted
Yeah.
from his teacher.
Oh,
And she
lovely.
sent me the link from YouTube. So I made 40 of those.
Yeah,
And then I found a bauble crocheted pattern. So I made 40 of those, put them in a little package with Merry Christmas, and gave them to the local home for the residents. And
yeah.
then, you know how there was that incident in Queensland where 2 of the police officers got shot?
Oh,
I don't know
yes.
whether you know. They were basically ambushed, and it really hit
Yeah.
everyone hard.
I think it went right
Um,
around Australia, that
I was
news.
supposed to give the
It's very sad.
chocolate. Yeah, I was supposed to give chocolates to the home for the residents. The kids and I decided, little Kiara and Aaron, we'd go to the police station. And when we walked in, the kids just automatically said thank you. And we gave it
Oh,
to
that's
them because I
beautiful.
said, you've been through a lot this week. And didn't give them our
Yeah,
name or anything, and just left and just said
that's
thank
all
you.
you
I think
need
it
to
was a box
do.
of Tim Tams, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm sure that, things like that are the things that mean the most, sort of thing when people
I
are going
don't
through
know them.
things.
I don't know any police officers, but it was just so cruel and so close to Christmas. It was like, no,
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
so wrong.
And I had this conversation with my husband because he works in a job where they put their
Mm,
lives at risk to a degree every day. And
yeah,
here in South Australia, there was a big thing. Uh, what are we? End of last? Oh no, it's Thursday. It must have been beginning of this week, where a lady in a wheelchair and her partner were doing things on the train they shouldn't have been doing. They were asked to stop and refused to, and
yeah,
then asked to leave. and the police actually had to be called, and a police officer has been accused of
Oh,
being too rough with this woman. But mind you, she stood up out of her chair and pushed the police officer first before he took action.
yeah.
And it drives me nuts because and I don't want to start a politic thing on this, but so many disability groups have come up going blah 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 blah. The thing I said to my husband, the thing is they don't all see what goes on first and what you
No.
guys like, yes, my husband's not a police officer, but he is a level of authority in their jobs. How much these people and first line people put their lives on at risk like those police officers did, and how things can change. My husband's had knives pulled on him and stuff at work. So, it really, my heart goes out to all the first responders and those people that take those,
It
put
did.
themselves in
And
those decisions every day without, to keep everybody else safe.
I just get angry because not at that situation, but in Gladstone, we've got, like you have your RBT sites and stuff on thing, the RBTs are such and such, speed camera such and such. And they say the dog, the assholes, and I think the way they talk about them, and yet if something happened, they'd be the first ones to bitch about it.
Oh, exactly. That's it.
You know?
Exactly. Michaela, my husband works in Adelaide Railway Station.
Yeah.
He works on the trains, public transport. So, and the stuff they see and do is like the things they see and have to put up with is incredible. Michaela was saying that was so kind, and I will take that to do with the chocolates going to the police officers. So, yeah, so it's crazy out there. So
It is really bad, but yeah. So this year I just thought I'm either going to become immobile or bedridden because my fitness has gotten very low. I'm struggling with my mobility. I've got my walker. As long as I've got my walker and my trolley, when I go to a shopping centre, I can walk fine. But when I've got to walk on my own, my back hurts, my knee hurts where it's bone on bone.
It's not fun.
I can't do much about it. So
by losing weight, that's going to take pressure off of those areas as well.
Losing weight will, but it's I feel like if I concentrate on losing weight, I'm going to go the backwards because every time I do that, I go the wrong way. I feel if I get I've got to get my brain fixed, not my mentality. What's that word? My mental health fixed.
Yep.
I've got to get my thinking straight. I've got to rearrange my life because when we moved to Gladstone, I love where I am.
Yeah, beautiful.
It is the finances of coming backwards and forwards from Cairns, making decisions with other people. This year, I want to stop all that. And no matter which way I go, I'm going to end up hurting someone.
Yeah. So we've got to avoid
not
that.
Intentionally.
Yeah, that's it. And when you said about getting the mindset and the diet and all that stuff, to me, it all becomes one. It is a balance sort of thing. It's not like I've got to work on my mindset before I can work on my diet, because the more we, and I am no expert in this by far, but the more we can sort of bring a balance right through our life, I find then that's when things usually leave. Our weight for some people can be a protection thing as well, sort of thing.
Well, that's where mine is.
Yeah.
Mine is big because I was molested as a child. It became as soon as anyone noticed me, the bigger I got, the more invisible I got.
Yeah.
Which is a stupid way of thinking, but it's what my mind does.
Oh, that's it, exactly.
And as soon as someone says to me, "Oh, you're looking good," that's it. I eat until I'm invisible again.
You don't want that attention.
I can't get any psychological help because there just is no help out there.
Yeah. Is it something that you can do through the doctors? Because I don't know about over there, but in South Australia, you can put like for certain medical levels we have a thing where they put a plan in place and it's done for 12 months and you get access
Yeah,
to
you
dietitians,
can.
the psychologists and different stuff like that. So
But
I just
the psychologists and the psychiatrists have now decided that they, on top of what they get from Medicare,
yeah,
they will charge you $180 an hour.
yeah, and that's huge.
That
Yeah,
is huge. So they go above the mental health plan and
yeah,
charge you extra. There is a women's health centre which I'm going to look into, but
good.
a lot of it hinges on Aaron's schedule,
Yeah, okay.
and that comes into place the first week of end of January, first week of February.
Yeah. Okay. So instead of, and this is going to sound funny the way it's going to come out, instead of focusing on Aaron's schedule, choose me, as in choose yourself,
Yes,
to be put first and watch how Aaron's schedule and everything else when you choose you falls in line with what you need to do.
and that's the hardest.
Is
I've
choosing
never
you.
done that.
Exactly, that's it, because what we do is we focus on so many other people than ourselves, sort of thing. And, with everything we went through this last 6, 8 months,
Mm.
I forgot me. And it is a hard journey back to find you, sort of thing. And it is giving yourself the permission to put yourself first, to move forward, to find that happiness, that balance, and know it's okay to do that sort of thing. So, you
It
know,
is. And
yeah, and we're gonna have our
yeah.
moments where we do hit that wall, but we've gotta acknowledge them and keep moving forward. Michaela's just, saying Beyond Blue gives free counselling even on online via text or email,
Oh,
so that
cool.
might
I
be
never
something.
thought of them.
Yeah, thank you, Michaela. Might be
Yeah.
something worth looking into. Belinda says, "Offer weight gain can be a protective thing." Yeah, beautiful.
Mm,
So true. So, it is about taking that time for you,
mm.
and that's what it's gotta start with. Because when
Yeah,
you can
and
choose you, you gotta give yourself that permission to lose that weight.
when my mum was alive, I had her there for support.
Yep,
I had someone to talk to.
yep,
Now I don't.
yep,
And I have learnt in the last 6 months that when I've needed the help and I've needed someone to talk to and I've gone for help within my circle, um, they have not been there for me.
yeah. And it's interesting, isn't it, how
It is,
often that happens. So
and they just say, well, I ask you what's wrong with you and you just say, don't worry about it. And I said, I have physically come out and said, I'm having a really rough day. I am upset. I need to talk to someone.
yeah.
And you just carry on about your work or your day or this has gone wrong or someone had a bitch to you. And it's like, hello.
Yeah, that's it. Kelly Ann is just saying, if you go to a doctor and get a referral to a mental health accreditation social worker for a behavioural plan on the doctor can then bulk bill and also offer 6 free sessions. Thank you, honey.
Cool.
See,
Because I
and
know
this
in
is
each state it changes. But yeah,
so
I'll look into that. I've got to go to the doctor anyway because I've got to get help anyway.
yeah.
So, but
So that's
yeah,
the first step.
do you see me achieving this or do you see me
Yes.
becoming immobile?
No, I see. And when you said that you feel like you could get to that quite easily, I
Mm,
see it will creep up on you if you don't take action, and I feel now you are ready to take that action. If you
yes.
tried to do this 6, 8 months ago, 12 months ago, you weren't ready for that. Okay, so I do see it being positive. Mum's also reminding you it's one step at a time,
Yes,
okay?
it's a baby step.
So, yep, and a step forward, no matter how big or small, is a win. So
Mhm.
you've gotta give yourself that permission to focus on you, and you need to celebrate all the wins, no matter how big or
Yes.
small. Okay?
And I think I've come to terms with the fact that it is something I can't do on my own and that while Bryce is there, I'm going to have to get his help as well because I can't be working in my own little circle,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
it,
get what I
and
mean.
it's okay to ask for help too.
Yes.
So Deb's just saying you've got this, believe in yourself. It's so true, honey. And Belinda's sending you lots of hearts. I love it.
Thank you.
And Kelly Ann is just saying, I have recently done this myself for workplace bullying and past trauma. I'm
Oh,
also a support worker, so I help others in these situations also. Happy for you to reach out if you need some advice. There you go.
thank you.
Thank you, Kellyanne. That is huge. So, so definitely do connect with Kellyanne. She is the most loveliest person. So yeah, see how it
Yep,
goes.
Kellyanne, I will. I've just got to go back through the recording
Yep.
because I'm
Well,
on
so
my
it's going to
mobile and I
be
can't see
there.
anything.
Yeah, and if you get stuck, I can always just. I think I can suggest Kellyanne's page or send you her page
Oh,
link
that
or
would be
something.
wonderful. Yeah,
See if
if
I
you
can
want to
find
send me
that.
her page link, I'll look into
Yep.
it.
Okay.
That would be wonderful.
I probably won't get it done tonight, but if I don't do it tomorrow, please drop me a reminder. So,
Okay, I will.
yeah. All
Okay,
right,
and
honey.
thank you.
You are very welcome. You choose you, remember? I'm gonna
I
hold
am
you
going to.
accountable for this. Okay?
I've
I'm
got to
on your
be
back,
held
babe.
accountable.
I'm on your back.
I know, and my mum's behind you.
Yeah, exactly. She keeps blowing my nose, so that will get very frustrating very quickly if she keeps doing that. So
Tell her
try
to leave
yeah.
the bloody photos alone.
I love it. So, all right, honey. Will you take care
Thank
and good
you.
to see you. All right.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks everyone.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Oh, lovely. And that's the thing, sometimes we just need to make that right step in the right direction, but also it is really important to want that stuff in ourselves. And sometimes I feel Dee is in that space now where she does want that. So beautiful. Referred around, Michaela says, Kellyanne referred around 45 minutes. Okay, beautiful. All right, let's jump back up. Excuse me, I'm getting a bit of a dry throat. Um, I'm just going to grab comments and do readings from there because we are starting to run out of time. Michaela says, you can shift your camera to be overhead, might be more flattering angles. I keep forgetting to say to people, because when it's on that angle where your camera sits, we sort of look up your chin upwards. That's something I should already be thinking about. I didn't see that before. So Deb says, hi Leanne, just wondering if you ever move close. Will I ever move closer to your sister? I did see that while I was talking, and I got a strong yes with that, honey. I do see that coming in time with that. Okay. Um. Oh, there's so many comments here I didn't see. Michaela says people often make beanies, scarves, etc. for charity. It's generally appreciated. Yeah, it certainly is. Um, okay, so let me go the other way. I obviously didn't go back fast enough. Deb says, thank you. Oh, we haven't until March. Yes, I answered that question. So I'm just randomly clicking on them now. Janie says, would love to have a reading and thank you. Okay, because that's what have I done here? That is a general question, honey. I'm going to pull you a card. The card I have pulled is the fire card. All right. So this is very much about taking control, finding the fire deep within your soul. I do feel that I kind of feel like you've been a little bit distracted lately, lost that sight of what it is you're actually working towards, honey. So, Spirit's just making reference to refocus, bring that focus back into you, and look at what fires you up from within and sit in that passion, is the reference I get. Big changes coming this year for you, honey, and I feel they're very positive and more in the direction where you're wanting to head. All right. So, all the best to you. Belinda would love a message, please. Would love a message if possible, please. All right. Another general one. So I'm just going to pull you a card that has jumped out. The pathway. Honey, you're right where you need to be at the moment. So I get the feeling you have been questioning yourself a little bit in the direction that you are heading in. The path is not always easy. Believe in that journey and know you're right on target where you need to be. Okay, so wishing you all the best. Let's scroll up a bit more. Da, da, da. Okay, Deb's I answered. Hey, Kathy, I didn't see your question, your comment there before, I don't think. Saying hi to Roz. Yeah, Fiona, it is hot in Adelaide. It's funny because I've been spending a lot of time inside lately, and a couple of times I've gone out, excuse me, I've gone out. You don't actually realize how good our air conditioner is until I walk outside. I need to wet my throat, sorry. All right, Shannon. Okay. I'm going to pull you a card because that is a general one again. All right, Hannah, I get the reference to there is a lot going on around you lately. It's time to, I want to say it's important to take a step back, step out of the energy and look at the bigger picture, which is really interesting. This card's come out because it's the house. And the card says, find your own space. There you will feel content and safe. All right. And I do feel that by bringing the focus back into you is that space, that safe place. All right. So I just get the reference to take a step out, back out of that energy, take a deep breath, ground yourself, and look at the bigger picture. Sit within with your energy, and all will fall into place. All right. So wishing you all the best there. Kathy, I just feel you need to bring the focus back to you as well, honey. So, Spirit is focus on your dreams. You need to focus on you and what you want. New plan, plan new goals. Make time to follow your dreams. Honey, have you got some indigestion? Because all of a sudden, with your energy, I'm just picking up on indigestion there. All right. So, I gotta let go of that. Um, Steve, why are you in two minds at the moment? All of a sudden, your name caught my attention with this comment about your dog. I don't feel like I'm in two minds around your beautiful puppy, but I just get the reference to feeling like I'm torn a little bit between two ideas, two whether it could be decisions you need to make. I just sort of feel torn which way to go at the moment. I get trust your heart, and all will work out okay. All right. So, okay, guidance, Trudy. I'm going to pull a card for you. And it's funny, I didn't need to shuffle the card. It was kind of like open the deck up and pull one from the middle, and you've got the trust card. All right. Trust that all will work out. Know the sun that will rise in the morning and the moon will set in the evening. Okay. And I want to say trust the process with this. So to me, there is a process to achieve what it is that you're needing at the moment, what it is that you're working towards. It's just going to take a little bit of patience, but you are heading in the right direction and you will get the outcome that you are wanting. And I want to say what you have been desiring for a while is what is coming to mind at the moment. All right. So all the best, Trudy, with that as well. Um, I'm Leanne, honey. You may have a card. Okay. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm just splitting the deck in front of me. The crown. This is very much about drawing on your inner power, honey. Stand your ground. No, I want to say demand the respect as well. The card says draw on your inner power. A change of luck comes your way. Reap the rewards, but also give yourself that permission to accept those rewards as well with that. But like a king, a queen, put that crown on, feel that power and stand in it. Okay. Wishing you all the best there, honey. Frankie says, hi there. Hey, Frankie. Hope you're doing well. Heidi, I just caught the word relationship that drew me to that. I keep getting communication is the key. So whether you're lacking the communication at the moment or communication is blocked, I just get the reference to focus on the communication around the relationship side of stuff. All right. Time to speak up. Alison, hey Leanne, can you see me finding a relationship? I got yes with that. Now, I wanted to come back to that. That was a reminder. That's why it's been put back in front of me. Honey, I get do the work on you. And I feel frustrated with this, honey, with you for you. I want to say take the time, do the work on you, find that inner peace in yourself, that love for yourself. And when you do that, focus on what makes you the most happiest and watch how that right person gets put in front of you at the right time, and a lot of the time it's when we least expect it as well with that, okay? So I get if the work is done, yes, it will happen. Open your heart up too. Let go of the past pain, the past hurt, because I do feel you are a little bit blocked around the heart space with that side of it as well. Okay, so wishing you all the happiness there too, honey. Brooke, hey, hello, so nice to see you. Would love some guidance around work. Is there anything new coming up in for me this year, please? Yeah, I keep getting paperwork put in front of you, honey. All right, changes are coming. It's not going to happen as quickly as what you would like it, but I also get the reference to the need to put yourself out there more. So show interest that you're keen to take on more. Okay, I pulled you a card, honey, and it's the protection card. May your guided light surround you, watch over you, and help protect you on your journey. All right, so know you are loved, know you are protected. Put yourself forward and I want to say, take those chances. Um, take the opportunity where you may feel that you're not up to a certain level or not good enough or you don't deserve something, put yourself forward for it. Take that risk, because what's the worst thing that can happen is no sorry. But if you don't take that risk, that opportunity, you're never going to know, is the reference I get there. Okay. So wishing you all the best there, honey, too. All right. So Deb, the house. Now, I actually feel like I'm focusing on a structured house with this. So I don't know if it's something to do around mum stuff or you're looking at changing around your house. But no, find your own space there. You will feel content and safe. All right. That's what the card says. All right. A couple of these I've already answered as we've gone through. Okay. I'm not sure. Sorry, I got the sneezes coming up again. I'm not sure if there's anybody there that I have missed. Spirit's playing with my nose now, trying to get my attention. I'm going to pull a general card for those that I haven't read for. Actually, it's going to be more than one card because 3 cards just came out of the deck. Now, I'll say, all right. So the first card, so this, and if this resonates with anybody, please take it on. But I have set my intentions for those that I didn't get to as an individual read or some guidance. This is for you. The snake card has come out. This is very much about focusing on letting go of the old, shedding that skin, making room for the new sort of side of it. So it says, shed your skin, prepare to heal and transform. You are always evolving. All right. So there's a lot of growth going on, which is good with this card, because the infinity card is knowing that that hard work that you have done in the past is now starting to come back and pay off. All right. So it is coming back around. That energy will create that full circle. And the last card that came out is the dog card. This is about loyalty. This is about friendships. It says you deserve friendships, loyalty, and support. Feel the unconditional love that surrounds you. All right. So in that, also surround yourself with the right people, the loving people, people that lift you as well. Sometimes we need to let go of those that no longer serve a purpose in our life. People will come and go for reasons. Okay. Spirit's just making reference to new year, new energy, new focus. We need to build that support system around us that will help us to evolve in that way. All right, beautiful souls. Don't forget, if you want to get yourself a deck of the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle cards, please do go to innersoulguidance.com.au. Ros was lovely enough to put the links in the comments as well. So there is the innersoulguidance.com.au. It's not quite all on the screen. Otherwise, you can go to leannewinston.com and find the link in there that will take you to the order page as well. We do post out. I'm pretty sure Inner Soul, myself and Deb are, I think it's Moana. There's a expo there this Sunday. Deb has booked in the Inner Soul to have a stall there, so cards will be available there through us, or some of the other stall holders are also carrying our stock as well. If you want to make a booking with me, please do check out leannewinston.com. There may be, and I'm not... I'm torn about this. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to doing face-to-face readings here in my home after the year that we've had. I may only open up an odd day here and there. And I'm thinking at this stage, depending on how things are traveling moving forward, with certain circumstances and everything else, it may be just that I put a comment up on Facebook and say, right, I have face-to-face readings available on this day only, and then people will have to contact me and make a manual booking with me in that way. Now, in saying that, the next day a day I do have coming up is the 20th of January. I can't remember what day it is. Let me find my calendar. And I already have a couple of people booked in for that day, so I probably only have room for two more hour readings with that. So that is next Friday. If anybody is interested in having a face-to-face reading next Friday with me here in Mount Barker, prices are a little bit more for face-to-face readings, and I can certainly give those costs when people contact me if they are wanting it. If you want to make a booking for me, whether it's through Zoom or phone or whatever, please do jump onto my website, leannewinston.com, and go to the Calendly link. Naomi, I just smiled because she says, thank you, Leanne. Those 3 cards were perfect. Love it. Spelling, connect the spelling so it could be clickable. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, good, Rose. Thank you, honey. And Deb says, thank you for the 3 cards. Generally, collection cards resonate. Perfect. I love it. So we get what we need when we need it, is the reference Spirit just gave me with that. All right, beautiful souls. I will leave you with that. I'm going to have an early night. Like I said, I feel like I'm fighting off something at the moment. So I'm going to definitely spend more time nurturing me over the next day or so. Reach out if you do want to come to Mount Barker for a face-to-face reading on the 20th of January. That is the only date I have available at this stage. Take some time for you, nurture yourself. Please don't forget to share this video. You never know, there could be something in this video that somebody you know and love will take out of this and help them move forward. All right, beautiful souls, keep being the best version of yourselves. Keep smiling, spread that love around. The world can never have enough love in it. Michaela just says, rest well and nurture you. I will. Thank you, honey. Much appreciated. All right, take care. Much love. Bye for now.